What's going on, everybody? It's Game Warrior here. I decided to take the time to show you a little bit of my strategy when it comes to the map Downturn. Now, this setup is actually for Domination. Now, I kind of wanted to talk about the things that I personally do. So, if you start on the side over here, one of the things that I like to do, first off, is I run into this building, capture A. Now, from here, there's two different ways that I'll go. I'll either come out here and enter through the back of the building near where the money is down here, or I'll go out from here and end up going down underground, which will then lead you to B. Now, I usually end up going underground in this mission because most people will automatically go for B, and I usually just come around the corner, I think it's about there, and I'll just pick people off while my team is capturing. Another area that you can go is actually inside this building here, and what I see most people do is they'll come in and they'll patrol around this area here. Now, on the opposite side, if you were to spawn over here on the blue side, first off, obviously, I'd cap C, get that first little point. It counts towards your kill streak or whatever you might have. And then usually what I'll do is I'll make my way up around this area and then into here, which will then give me a nice flanking area trying to get towards A. Now, another thing you can do is you can either pop out here and take out the people who are going down towards B, or you can pop out here, which is the way I usually go, and there's usually somebody patrolling this area and this doorway, so they'll either be there or they'll be around there hugging that wall. Now, occasionally you'll see a guy over here, but that's not quite as likely. I've only seen that a couple times, but usually there is a guy patrolling this area, so just watch out for that. Now, if you are capturing A and you do succeed, I would encourage you to go out this back door right here and make your way into the money room, because as soon as you take A, you will most likely see a guy sitting on the staircase, or there will be a guy who runs in from the staircase and is taking that route to try to flank instead of being more direct going through B, or taking the obvious flanking route through this way towards the spawn. Another little strategy that I have is if I spawn over here and I don't know what to do, I'll generally end up taking this house or this little hallway area and usually head this way and just take out the people who spawn in this area over here. Now, the only problem with this is that when you're going in through this way, you can be shot from this area if you're coming through here, or you can actually be shot from pretty much right here all the way down the hallway, which can be kind of annoying if you've got a guy camping, in which case if you do, and you spawn on this red side, you might want to consider going in through this doorway here, and then kind of inching your way across to this area, and then booking as fast as you can after maybe flashing him or something. So, again, going back to blue side, if you spawn here and you're not quite sure what to do, one of the easiest things you can do is either go into this area up here and see if anybody's come from red spawn right here and try to run up this staircase. Now, a lot of times there will be a guy running around this area, and you also can check this area because this is one of the more direct routes to get from C to A and vice versa, A to C. Now, I've also seen guys, and I occasionally do this myself, where I'll come in from this area and I'll actually take this exit over here by the, I think it's a bus, and I'll just take out the people who are sitting on B, or I'll take out the people who are patrolling this area to try to get into here. Now, I haven't really touched up too much about blue side, but I'm not sure why. I don't usually spawn on blue side, so my strategies mostly consist of starting on red, But the few times that I have spawned, I guess on this side of the map, I've spawned up here, or in this little office area, in which case what I'll tend to do is I'll tend to either go this way and into here just to do a quick check, or I'll go this way and down towards B. Now, this isn't exactly a flawless strategy, because if you go from here and try to run to B, you can be shot from this area and flashed, and you can also be blindsided by somebody coming in through this area. Now, this can be a pain, which is why usually if I'm going for B, I will check this room and then continue on going towards B. Some other things that'll come in handy too is if you're controlling C, what you might want to do if you start in here is to come around these cars and then to kind of hit here and then to here, because if you're staying in cover you should be able to flash like close enough to C that you might hit somebody, in which case you can generally hit this car right here, or come to this area and flash C directly. Personally, I try to stay out of the tunnel or the sewer area, I guess you can call it, whenever I'm starting on blue side, because a lot of people will run down there and will end up dying, but some people also run in from this side and try to capture B. So what I tend to do is if I start on C, I usually run into this building right away and try to flank A. Now there's more strategies that you can do, which can be more complex, like going maybe from C up here, down the stairs over here to the back, clearing out anybody who you can see from this area, maybe around B up here, to going this way, sitting here, and seeing if you can control this area, so that way your teammates can control B. Now, these are strategies that I personally use. I'm not going to say that they're flawless strategies, because I mean, obviously there's going to be times when you're caught off guard not thinking to check that area because you've done it so many times, and just things like that. So a good thing to keep in mind is check your corners. Everybody's going to tell you this, but personally, I know if I'm over here at A and I don't see a guy whenever I come this way to the money room up here, generally speaking, I'm going to come this way and into here, and there'll usually be a guy sitting in this corner or coming from one of these two doorways around here. That's about it for me. I hope you found this strategy helpful, and tune in for more. Game Warrior signing out.